Hello Aries! Welcome to your love reading for October 2019 and welcome back to my channel, Lunasync Tarot. I have already shuffled your cards for October and I've laid them out here for you to see. In the position of you, we have the Emperor. This is your card, Aries, so I see that you're standing in your power this month. You're really in your element, and in that position of authority and leadership, you're taking the lead on something. It could be this love connection that is coming in or is in existence already. It could be taking the lead in your partnership, in your connection, in your love connection. It could just be stepping into your power in some specific way. It's about order and stability. The Emperor really brings a lot of world knowledge and expertise. This person is very strategic and organized. So I see you in the month of October really standing in your power and taking that natural approach. All right, and then in the position of your partner, your love interest, the person that you're thinking about in October, is the Lovers reversed and the Page of Swords. These two cards fell out together. So your partner might be experiencing a bit of misalignment with their values or with your values. There's some sort of misalignment in this love connection in October. Potentially you are having a disagreement or there's some sort of disharmony in your connection. And I think that it's probably a result of this sort of immature, emotionally or mentally immature energy or behavior that is surrounding you and your partner, or your partner is bringing to the table in the month of October. The Page of Swords is often seen as the spying card, so somebody spying on you, somebody sort of stalking you, essentially gathering information, or gossiping, because the Page of Swords is really about, the Suit of Swords is about communication, so communicating in a way that's sort of immature, that's gossipy potentially, and is causing this sort of misalignment in your love connection in October. I do see it coming from your partner and not necessarily from you. Look at how the Emperor is looking away and the Page of Swords is looking away. So you're not necessarily meeting one another. You're not aligning with one another in your connection in this month. You're looking away. The Emperor is standing in their power, so I really get the sense that it's your partner, it's your love connection that's kind of bringing this gossipy, immature energy to the connection, which is causing friction, causing disharmony. In the position of combined energy, we have the Eight of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. So when your energy comes together, what we see is this sort of release of negative energy. So that could mean anything. That could mean that, in the most positive sense, when you release negative energy, that means you let go of this negative energy. But sometimes when you release energy, it causes conflict. So there's this release of negative energy. It's in the atmosphere surrounding you. This negative energy is sort of percolating or playing itself out in your connection when you come together. The Six of Pentacles speaks to a imbalance where it comes to energy exchange. In the upright, so these are both in the reverse, in the upright, the Six of Pentacles is about an equal exchange of energy. It's about reciprocity. It's about giving and receiving, and there being sort of a balanced energy there. In the reverse, it's about an unequal exchange of energy. It's about potentially being taken advantage of. How else can I describe that? It's like a one-way street. It's like somebody's giving more than they're receiving and somebody's taking more than they're giving. So it's an imbalance here. So limiting beliefs, a release of negative energy, feeling bound by negative thought patterns or negative habits. It's a self-imposed restriction, and it's mental. And then this sort of unequal exchange of energy. You're not balancing out here. And this is what happens when the two of you come together, when you combine your energies in the month of October. And then finally, in the outcome or what needs to be understood, we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. The Knights are about action, the type of action that you take towards something, either toward a goal or the type of action or behavior that moves you through the world. It's your approach. The Knight of Pentacles is very slow moving, very cautious. In fact, if you look at this card here, you see that the Knight of Pentacles is completely shrouded in armor, as well as the horse is completely covered, and has his guard up, has his staff or sword ready. I don't think it's a sword, I'm not sure what that is, to protect him or herself. The Knight of Pentacles is very conservative in their approach. This person is almost standing still, not really taking action at all, and looking back. And in this particular arrangement, the Knight of Pentacles is looking at the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups, on the other hand, is like your classic romantic. And I think the Knight of Cups can fall into sort of taking action around fantasy or idealism, really wearing their heart on their sleeve. They're very open. They want to just rush in and be that love, or rush that love connection, or really rush in and have that love that they want. Sometimes that love that they want isn't totally realistic. Sometimes it's more about idealism or fantasy. So that's something to take into consideration. The Knight of Cups is also sometimes indicates a proposal. Somebody makes a proposal like, hey, let's move this thing to the next level, or I really like you, let's be together, or it's some sort of let's get married. It's some sort of proposal that's happening. All right, so let's pull some clarifying cards. Let's work with the Tarot of Sexual Magic, and let's clarify how your partner feels about you in October. What are they thinking about your connection in October? And how do they feel about your chemistry? How do they feel about you? It does seem like there might be some challenges in your love relationship or your connection in October. Your partner is coming with Page of Swords energy, so not being totally direct or clear in their communications, kind of sort of backhanded or gossipy, gathering information in a sort of secretive way. And it really speaks to sort of a misalignment in your connection. So can I put this up here? Can you still see it if I do that? No, you can't. I'm going to put this over here. Yeah, you can see it there. So what fell out was the Two of Wands. Two is really about collaboration. It's about coming together and seeing one another. And having, as you can see in this picture, this man and this woman are bent over this table. They're breaking bread together. They're having a conversation over dinner. And it's very passionate and creative. And they're really vibing on one another. He's explaining something to her. She has her leg in between his leg. They're very intimately connected. And they're talking. The Page of Swords is about communication as well. So the way that your partner, your connection, sees your love relationship, or sees you and your connection in October, is like this. This is what they want, and this is how they see your connection. They want to come together with you and have these conversations, these passionate, creative conversations that ultimately lead to this very connected type of relationship. But it feels like they're coming at it from a wonky kind of way. Maybe they don't know how to have that with you or facilitate that, but that's what they want, and that's the potential that they see in the connection with you in October. How do you feel about them? Here we go. The Empress. Ooh, that's what you want. Look at you. You are the Emperor, and you see them as the Empress. And at the very least, this is the type of energy that you want to match you in a love relationship or love connection. The Emperor matches the Empress, and the Empress matches the Emperor. This type of connection is all about the upright Six of Pentacles, an equal exchange of energy, reciprocity, right? This is the quintessential power couple, and you really see them as having the potential to match and to meet you here. So despite this behavior, this misalignment in values during the month of October, and sort of this release of negative energy and feeling like things are a little bit out of balance, you still see them as somebody who is a good match for you in this love connection. And they definitely see you as somebody that they want to be more intimately connected with, particularly through creative conversation and collaboration. That's nice. All right, let's pull a medicine card. I want to know a little bit more about what's going on here, the conflict that's happening, that's playing out here in your love relationship, and how you might be able to navigate it in October. I think the medicine cards are really good for offering that type of information. They're really good for an organizing principle to the reading. So let's clarify. Oh, geez. All the cards fell out. But Porcupine was very forthright. So let's clarify this conflict, and let's clarify how you might navigate this in October. So Porcupine is 12. Innocence. The south of the medicine wheel is the place of childlike innocence and humility. It is the home of playfulness and the position of Porcupine on the medicine wheel of life. Porcupine has many special qualities and a very powerful medicine, the power of faith and trust. The power of faith contains within it the ability to move mountains. The power of trust in life involves trusting that the Great Spirit has a divine plan. Your task is to find the pathway that is the most beneficial for you and that uses your greatest talents to further that plan. Trust can open doorways to the creation of space. The space thus created allows others to open their hearts to you and to share their gifts of love, joy, and companionship. All right, what else does it have to say here? It goes into a story. This is the Medicine cards by Sams and Carson, and the book is really amazing. It's a beautiful mix of storytelling and spiritual information, spiritual guidance, so I recommend it. In choosing the Porcupine card, you have given yourself a gentle reminder not to get caught in the chaos of the adult world where fear, greed, and suffering are commonplace. The medicine in this card is that of relief from seriousness and severity. Open your heart to those things that gave you joy as a child. Remember the preciousness of fantasy and imagination, and the making of some game or toy from nothing but scraps. Honor the playfulness of spirit that lets everyone win. All right, so this card mentions like opening your heart to fantasy and imagination and play and joyfulness. And I really see that the Knight of Cups brings that energy to you, and we have that in the outcome, or what needs to be understood and integrated. If you identify with the Knight of Pentacles, it's somebody who's very, very cautious and conservative and methodical and practical and looking back and not moving and sort of like defending their heart. And then we have the Knight of Cups, who is somebody who rushes in and is all about wanting love and wears their heart on their sleeve and wants to play, and it's about fantasy and idealism. And the joyfulness that comes from connecting with one another through that love experience. So there might be a lesson here for you, Emperor, in removing your defenses, letting down your guard, and entering into this energy of the Knight of Cups ever so slightly in the month of October. That might help you realign with your partner in love. All right, let's pull a Crystal Healing Wisdom Oracle card, because we have a little bit of time left here, just for some additional guidance or advice. This deck is by Judy Hall. Here we go. It's the Herkimer Diamond. Pretty. Let's read about that. Instant energy. That's what I need. Powerful energy generators that access and release past life information, Herkimer diamonds, make excellent shields against geopathic stress and EMFs. This crystal works beyond the physical levels of being to bring harmony to the energy bodies and the soul. Self-understanding. Keep careful note of your dreams as they reveal the underlying causes of your dis-ease. You may be particularly sensitive to EMF frequencies, radioactivity, and detrimental earth energies. You may also be psychically sensitive and need to clear a blocked third eye. The divination is check that you are not living on a negative earth energy line. You may be addicted to your tablet or mobile phone and receiving detrimental vibes therefrom. Screen yourself appropriately. We have this card here which is about release of negative energy, and this Herkimer diamond is talking a lot about negative energy and being on, what did it say? Living on a negative earth energy line. So you could take that very literally or figuratively, like you're living in negativity in October. And so clearing yourself of that negativity. The healing insight is high vibration, high impact energy can dramatically change your world. The frequency is extremely high, the chakra is all, the timing is spring, and the soul path is seeing the light. So maybe engaging in some sort of activity that helps you to clear yourself or clear your connection of negative energy, of limiting beliefs, in order to get yourself back on this path of connecting with your partner in the way that you both essentially want to connect with one another. He or she wants to connect with you like this, which is through collaboration, through conversation, through communication. These people, the couple, they're really discussing like their passions, and they're connecting their hearts through conversation, through collaboration, through communication. And you want to be matched. The emperor wants the empress, right? You want your energetic match. You want to be this power couple. You want to connect with the empress. So there may be some work that you need to do in the month of October in order to clear energy, negative energy, and drop your defenses slightly so that you can connect with this other energy, the Knight of Cups energy, which is this fast-moving, celebratory love energy. All right, Aries, I hope that was helpful to you. If you liked this reading, hit the like button so that it can circulate amongst others. You can follow me on Instagram @LunaSync. And I hope you have a beautiful October. Take good care.